Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I'm Chef Marcus Juliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is what a good day is like on a high-carb, low-fat diet, aka 80-10-10, 80-10-10 being the macronutrient breakdown, 80% carbs, 10% fat, 10% protein. I posted a video just the other day on what a bad day is, or how to easily screw up these macronutrients. Now, 80-10-10, if you're not familiar with it, was a book written by Douglas Graham. It's a raw vegan diet, mostly fruit, veggies, and some greens. Green leafy veg like spinach, kale, mustard greens, things like that. Tender greens. He likes to call it tender greens. There's many variations of that diet. A lot of people do that macronutrient 80-10-10 but add some cooked food in. Thus came Raw Till 4 from Freely and Durian Rider. Their program is great. You eat raw fruits and veggies all day long, high carbs, and then after 4 o'clock you have a cooked meal. So I'm going to go over what I ate yesterday, the day before this video, on what a good day is like on the 80-10-10. So here's what I ate for the day. 6 dates. I love dates. They're easy to take in the car. They're an awesome snack. I don't know what to say about them. They're like eating candy. They're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I had 12 bananas. 12 bananas for a total of 1,200 calories. 5 grams of fat in there, believe it or not, in those bananas. 324 carbs and 15 grams of protein in there. 15 grams of protein in 12 bananas. People say, well, where do you get your protein from? Now, an average adult male only needs 55 grams of protein a day, a female 45 grams. 12 bananas gave me 15 grams of protein. I had 1 mango, 135 calories, 1 gram of fat in that mango. See, what a lot of people don't understand is everything has fat. You don't need to add fat to your diet. Those bananas had 5 grams of fat. The mango has 1 gram of fat. Watermelon has fat. It might be a trace amount, it might be a small amount, but everything has a certain amount of fat in it. So to think you need to add olive oil and coconut oil and all these extra oils and fats into your diet may not be necessary. In my video, the day before, was the point of when you add a little bit of olive oil, because I had some olive oil with the roasted tomatoes I had, sun-dried tomatoes I had, they were packed in olive oil. And I got to tell you, it threw my numbers drastically off of that 80-10-10. It's really a fine line of understanding that you just can't gorge on nuts. You just can't, not even gorge on nuts, you can't even have a cup of nuts. You have nuts, you have 4 or 5, a dozen almonds. You use almonds as part of your, nuts, any nuts, as part of your meal, not as a snack. Because when you eat nuts as a snack, it's easy to overdose on the fat content. It's easy to eat way too much if you're trying to stick within that macronutrient breakdown of 80-10-10. I had coconut water, Ezekiel sprouted sesame buns. I really like those, and I took one with me. I was on the road, and I took one with me just in the car because I said, hey, if I'm gonna get hungry, I got some bananas, and I got this Ezekiel bun. It's basically it's a burger bun, but it's made from all sprouted grains. That has 170 calories, 15 grams of fat, 9 grams of protein in that, believe it or not. So even a burger bun like that has 9 grams. Cantaloupe. I had 1 cantaloupe. 1 cantaloupe, 850 grams it weighed, which is just over a pound. A pound is like 460 grams, so almost 2 pounds. It was actually 1 pound, 13 ounces was what it was by the time I cut it up. 292 calories in there. Not much at all for eating a nice sized cantaloupe. 2 grams of fat, so cantaloupe even has fat. Carbohydrates and 8 grams of protein in a cantaloupe. 8 grams of protein. Spinach. I had a full pound of baby spinach yesterday. Only 170 calories. Carbohydrate load in there, 16 grams. No fat in the spinach. Spinach has no fat. Protein, 11 grams of protein. So I've had 15 grams, 1 gram, 1 gram with the dates, 8 grams with the cantaloupe, 9 grams with the sprouted bun, now 11 grams with the spinach. I'm already at 51 grams of protein. Already. I'm already at 2,400 calories. Now we move on to later in the day. I had 2 cups of white beans, 2 cups of cooked organic white kidney beans, 613 calories, 2 grams of fat, fat's even in beans, 115 calories, 38 grams of protein. That right there threw me way over the edge on protein. I didn't even need that. Brown rice, I love brown rice. Brown rice is my fallback. We make a great brown rice at my restaurant. It's red Rouhani rice, all organic by the way, from Lundberg. Red Rouhani, short grain, jasmine, and a basmati. We mix them all together, 2 parts of short grain and 1 part each of the rest. A phenomenal blend we've been doing for 12 years at my restaurant. People love it, flip out over it. So it's all these different rices. That was, and I put a little bit of spicy sauce in there. I didn't, the day before I opted to put a little bit of spicy mayo, Vegenaise. Today, and that threw my fat up as well. Today I opted to do just a little bit of spicy sauce. No mayo, just a fat-free, like something like a Frank's or a Tabasco, things like that, a Shula sauce. That's what I just doused on my rice. 437 calories, 9 grams of protein. And then my chef last night made a zucchini bean chili, an organic zucchini bean chili, and I wasn't going to eat it. I wouldn't have eaten any more, but he handed it to me. So he goes, "Here, Marcus, taste this." And I got to tell you, he poured me a cup of it, and maybe 6 ounces of it, and it was so good. So I was like, oh man. But you know what? I went to go eat another cup of it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just make a smoothie real quick. Let me get the rest of my spinach in for the day, is what I did. I put, you know, the other half a pound of spinach. That's how I got to that pound of spinach yesterday, and a few more bananas. So let me just rock that out. And my kids like the Garden of Life, the vanilla meal replacement. Not really, they call it a raw meal. The Garden of Life has all these sprouted different grains in it. And I like the flavoring of the chai vanilla flavoring. I love that chai taste. So I put like a half a scoop in my smoothies. So that there yesterday accounted for 233 calories, 16 grams of protein. Because I had 2 smoothies during the day. That's how I got most of those bananas in, and all the spinach went all into a smoothie. So my total caloric intake for the day was 4,040 calories, 31 grams of fat, 890 grams of carbohydrates, high quality carbohydrates, and 140 grams of protein. So my breakdown was 81% carbs, so that 80% carbs, I was right on track, 6.5% fat, a little low in there, and protein was 12.7%. So I was 81, 6, 12. 81, 6, 12 basically yesterday, instead of 80, 10, 10, 81, 6, 12, 81, 6, 13, however you want to look at it. The numbers there. So 140 grams of protein, that's a lot of protein. That is a lot of protein. So I didn't need the beans. Really didn't need all that. I mean, I don't eat for protein anyway. That's what people misconception. People think, oh, you need to eat for protein. You need to eat for protein. Protein's in everything. If I would have skipped the beans, that would have been a 38 grams of protein less. I would have been at 100. If I would have skipped the meal replacement, which was 26 grams, I would have been at 105, 104. So I still would have gotten plenty. I still would have gotten double the amount of protein that I needed just by eating normal foods. I mean, just the beans threw it way up. The rice was only 9, and the zucchini beans were 17. So even if I skipped all that, I would have still more than satisfied that daily requirement for protein. And people don't understand. It's like, where do you get your protein from? Where do you get your protein? Protein is in everything. So that's, for me, I consider this a nice day on the 80-10-10 diet. I had some cooked foods. I had some high quality, no added extracted fats, no condiments like a vegan mayo or anything with fat, no oil. And I typically don't do oil anyway. I use white balsamic on my salads. If I do make a salad, I got some lots of fresh Lola Rosa, organic Lola Rosa coming today. That'll make a big salad of Lola Rosa today and cucumbers with a little bit of white balsamic on it. So that was what I ate yesterday. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching this video. If you like my vids, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, and check out chefonamission.com, my website.